Ask Michael. MDB at undergroundgarage.com. Ask me anything. I will respond. I promise. I have done and I will continue to do so. And I hope that you continue to send me incredible questions. I could totally release my email there as a book. There's some amazing stuff on there, really personal, intimate stuff, which I'm so touched by that people would, offer up their intimate secrets to me. And, I respond to it as best I can, And like, for instance, like this morning I got this really amazing, I'll tell you about it. Why not? It's the truth. A really emotional email. And it was from this guy, and he said, my ex, the love of my life, just passed away, and I'm devastated. What can you say to me? I mean, that's heavy stuff, to get, and I'm so, and elevated and innovated by somebody that would ask me that question. And I answered them, and I said, you are the love of your life. Now, I don't want to be corny, and I don't want to be overtly sort of Pollyanna, but it's true. And the other thing that I came up with and wrote a song about is life is always right. There's no mistakes. Acceptance is the key. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. So dig this. This is a question from Jimmy from New York. And he said, what's up, Michael, with this rehab stuff? Does it work? Okay. Now you're opening up a door that I know a lot about because I was addicted to drugs and alcohol and whatever you had. People say, well, what was your poison? And I say, well, everything. It's like that Keith Moon story, what you got, and it's like what they said to Brando in The Wild One, what are you angry about, Marlon? Or Johnny, his name was, I'm sure. Johnny, why are you so uptight? And what's the problem? And he said, well, everything, I mean, you get to a stage where everything is a problem, so you try and anesthetize it, which is what I did. But I also, was so young, and I did it because I wanted to experience things on a William Blake, nonsensical, it turned out, melodramatic view of the adventures of the experimenter. The grand experiment of drugs. In fact, I don't think it was nonsensical. I think it was part of my life. I don't regret any of that. So, but Jimmy, in terms of the rehab thing, here's the answer. The briefest answer that I can give you is, if you want it, you got it. You got to be willing to go in there and get down with a new life, and get a new discipline together, because the whole notion of drugs is the only discipline you got is when you run out. And boy, do you get discipline when you run out, man. You turn into a scientist to cop and get that drug and score. And you'll do anything to get it. You'll rob, steal, hitch, steal a car, whatever it takes. So if you can put that kind of energy into getting loaded, you can put that kind of energy in getting clean. So rehabs, they work if you work it, as they say, in those rooms. And I believe that, man, and I don't proselytize sobriety. I don't. You do whatever you want, and everybody's free. This is a free world. If it's not, we're working on it, right? So thank you so much for your question, Jimmy. I really appreciate it. It's something that I'm asked a lot, and I sort of stay away from it because, again, the proselytizing of all of that, when you're probably listening to this I'm sorry, I just got drunk. I'm sorry, I had to. No, I'm kidding. But the thing is that, I hope that you grasp that I'm not preaching here. I'm simply giving you my own experience and responding to Jimmy's question, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for it, Jimmy. So there you have it. Ask Michael. MDB at undergroundgarage.com, right here. Little Steven's Underground Garage, man. It's the place to be, I promise.